The thoughts, opinions, and most importantly the perspectives expressed in this show are solely those of the participants including all guests, and do not reflect the opinions or practices of More Heights Media and or any of its production or advertising partners. Furthermore, More Heights Media does not endorse or condone all topics discussed during this broadcast. This show is purely for entertainment.
No, point at me and say immigrant.
Big up the brown guys too. Yeah, big up everybody like, from over there. Yeah, from Easton.
From out and abroad. Yeah,
basically. Yeah. You're the minority in the room, so I'm gonna acknowledge you, bro. I'm gonna acknowledge the minority in the room.
You've obviously had
almost 420.
You've obviously had some videos that have gone like viral.
Yeah.
Any of them in particular where you're like, oh, this is gonna be it. This is it.
This is gonna be a hit.
Flop. That's a
you know
this guy got excited.
I was like, no, exactly how I felt. You got to give yourself credit for even putting yourself out there, right?
Ooh, I like that already.
Right? Because to just once you show, see the perspective that you are the person that's doing it. Mm. And then all the people are on the other side of it, watching you, commenting on you. Mm-hmm. Just should show you that you're
doing something.
You're doing something, right? Because again, like I said, a lot of people do this, but they don't put the actions to actually build their dream or put themselves out there. So you should automatically give yourself a pat on the back for that.
Before you go, make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and notification buttons.
Anything you guys want us to talk about, drop that in the comments.
And shout out to everyone that has been engaging.
That's what's up.
Yo! Pull up!
See?
Let's go!
I wasn't even here. And you see how the playlist is going? It's done up, no? Because this guy came in here already singing songs. Early ones, bro. Everything's tough over here.
Turn it up! The vibes right, them dogs, them hype, but we don't give a fuck.
That part.
It's the part in the white and every girl a ball out for talk. If
Yeah,
you're
man,
not
they
champion,
say.
me not champion.
Them and ball out photo. Are we talking a bit about that today?
I mean, I hope so.
You're a man of many talents, yo. But I've come to find out.
Yeah. I stay busy. I try to stay creative.
That part. That's what you got to do out here these days, bro.
Right? I mean, it's all kind of somewhat within the same wheelhouse, but, exercising.
The behind the scenes and the front page at the same time, yo.
We are star and a favorite show.
It ain't as easy as people think it is, yo. Some of us are out here doing it like that. But I guess for those who don't know who you happen to be, yo, we doing like official intros, Govies, or just nicknames,
intro.
or like, what are we doing? Because I know you're Govy still.
Yeah. No, I mean, some people, I don't mind if people know. It's not like a secret or anything like that. So you guys can follow me at Senior Gumboy. That's pretty much on all platforms, Senior Gumboy. You can check out some of my comedy vids and all of that.
Social media superstar?
Yeah.
Out the city, Toronto?
I was doing my thing, for those of you who don't know.
You're a vet in it still.
Yeah.
This guy was out here doing some jumpers from early on the man them, dog.
Yeah, cause
Only going up this year.
right, Kobe. Yeah, I guess I did get started in the YouTube scene or Toronto YouTube scene pretty early, because my very first video that I ever put out there was 2010, right?
It was a long time.
It was a long time ago, my G, right? And that was just when around that time was when YouTube was kind of starting to become more popular, and it wasn't just that unknown site. Yeah. And I remember seeing a video, I can't remember what it was, and I was like, oh, that's funny. I have like,
I could do that.
I
have these thoughts in my head.
I have these intrusive thoughts, and kind of mix that with the skill of photography and stuff like that I was doing at the time.
Yeah.
I actually asked a friend who did more video to help me shoot the concept, and then we shot it, and then 1 year later, so like 2011, I was like, okay, let me make another one. Actually, no, 2012, and then about 2013, when I was like, when people were starting to actually like make money from YouTube, I was like, oh shit, like I can, make money from this at the same time. So I told myself about 2013, I'm gonna, dedicate myself to actually making the skits, being consistent, collaborations, and just growing it from there. And then for about 2013. It's about 2018, I was, especially 2014 and 2016, those years, I was going hard. I was going hard in the paint. in the YouTube page.
Yeah, I gotta say, I appreciate you lightening up on the accent there.
I'll keep the pato to a minute.
It's like, all right, I caught all that.
Before we get to that part, we have to do like actual introductions. So
Okay.
We got yours out of the way.
Yep.
But behind the scenes, we got Knots, yo.
But this my YouTube. This be that my YouTube.
Zealous, authentic pictures. Keep him booked.
Keep him busy.
That part. Shout out Pree on the outside.
Every gal a Pree.
She's still on that leave of absence, but you'll hear her voice soon enough.
No face, no face, no face, no face.
Face ain't here this week, but he's always here in spirit. Big up his thing every time.
Only going up this year.
I go by the name of Bun. You can find me on Instagram at wha'SUP Bun. Where's my shit?
I know nothing that call it bun fi bun.
But more importantly, over here to my right, big up his thing every time, yo. SB the Student. What's up? Find him on Instagram at SB the Student.
Only going up this year.
But yes, SB the Student over here to my right, yo. Yo, what are you weighing in this week at, bro? Because I see with your new chair, you're like trying to fix up a little bit. Your posture looks a bit better. Like,
I'm working on it.
man's in his throne now, huh?
The weight's still still on the fence.
You're doing that Pilates or some shit. You're working.
I need to do workouts a little bit more, man. I'm still fitting in like really snug into these.
Yeah, I'm about to go in the zone, eh? So try to keep up, dog, because summer's around the corner.
Yeah, it's not.
Now let's get it all in perspective.
What's up with the book club, though, brother?
Same thing, man. I just ripped through your
This
book.
guy's a book, like,
Yeah?
yo, nonstop, back to back. Like,
We could probably talk back and forth about this a little bit now, though, because I went through Nipsey's.
damn it, bro.
Yeah.
I didn't finish it. It's been a rough week and a half.
No, it's good. It's all good.
So like a book a week? What's the pace here?
This guy's like
I don't
2
know.
books a week.
Yeah,
bro.
no, I'm trying to hit 45 for the year.
He's a madman, yo.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's like some months I'll finish more than others because of the
Yeah.
length. Like I'll go through them beforehand and then complete them the following month, right? So like for example, I've probably gone through like maybe 3 or 4 that I just concluded this month alone, but I've been
Shout out to the sapiosexuals.
Them ones, yo.
yeah.
Is it sapio or sapiosexuals?
Potato, I don't know still.
There it is.
Well, if you didn't know already, he's Jamaican,
Right.
Because I was guessing still. I wasn't sure. And I'm like, you know those ones like Major Hype who can like you can do all the accents.
Yeah. Some people
you might have like
some
a
people do ask me that sometimes. So are you
Actually
like
Jamaican?
full Jamaican or like are both of you like type shit?
So
you're
how-
Jamaican, or like both parents,
Yeah, both my parents are Jamaican.
but you're not from there.
No, I was born there.
You're born there.
I was born there.
Which
I came.
part?
Oh, yeah, right.
I was born there. I came here when I
Which
came to
part?
Canada when
Which
I was
part?
St. Catharines.
Yeah, eh?
Yeah, so like country.
Oh, not that sound effect.
Country,
Wrong
country,
page.
country,
Whoa.
country vibes. Pause.
I have to edit that part out.
Why?
Sorry, which part of St. Catharines?
St. Catharines. So like past Bagwalk, like up in the kind of hills and shit like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah. So are you saying we're cousins or some shit? Are you trying?
Nah, well, my mom's from Portmore.
Okay.
My family's from Portmore.
Yeah.
Now go ahead to be specific.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then we had we have a lot of family in Waterford,
Yeah.
the Canadian way, Waterford.
Yeah.
Anybody who's listening in Jamaica
Only
or
going up
Waterford
this year.
for in Canada.
Yeah.
But yeah, Portmore still that side, bro.
Yeah,
And then my
okay.
dad's side is from St. Mary's.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't.
James Hill.
Yeah. Not too. Yeah. My family not so much, but mainly like Clarendon and like
Yeah.
the,
Yeah,
those type of.
yeah. Big up
parish
everybody on the
there.
ends though.
Only going up this year.
Everybody in the city who's Jamaican, at least. I love all of my Africans too. Everybody, the Asians. I love the brown guys, the homies.
Pause.
That part. So, any book reference for this guy this week, or
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to reference or suggest, but
nothing
like,
to refer?
well,
no referrals?
are you into?
I definitely don't read enough. That is,
Gotcha.
it's something, as I progress in life. I mean, I shouldn't be waiting, but I want to be that like dude in the corner enjoying a good book in some New York
No, I got you.
coffee, type of vibe.
Yeah, yeah. Or shout
but,
out Audible.
Why can't you be in Toronto? Why
Get on the
gotta
Audibles.
what's with New York? Big up everybody in New York too.
Like, where am I going? Like somewhere in Ossington? I mean, maybe I guess, but no, I've been saving. I don't know if I'm the only person that does this, but the Robert Kiyosaki books and the
Yeah,
motivation ones. I have about maybe 50 of those saved in my in my phone. I'm gonna, buy this book next time I go to Chapters of Indigo. I'm gonna do this and that, and that's the start.
You know, the good thing about the Nipsey book, though, he actually suggests a lot of books.
Yeah.
And in reference to what you're doing with your whole social media and everything, right? He references a lot of stuff regarding branding and marketing and just business.
Sales and those.
You know,
you follow Nipsey at all?
Like I've never followed him like to that degree when he was with us, but I know he was definitely been putting on for the mandem and the culture and the streets and all these things, right?
The marathon continues.
There you go. Do you see the burger place, the burger joint?
Yeah. I'm still following Sam and those guys are doing down there, yo.
I was trying to pull up the book that he suggested in there. That'd be helpful, just because, like, in any business, because he just started taking everything as he wants to own his own stuff, right?
Yeah.
And then mailbox money, like he talks about everything right there. But he wanted to create a brand versus just have a little moment.
Yeah.
And he just wanted to keep investing in himself.
Yeah.
Hence the T-shirts, Crenshaw, everything that they just kept repping as a group, just putting it all out. Group as in his homies that grew up together, his brother, shout out Black Sam, all that good stuff, right? But I like how they put in how much he was emphasizing into reading and studying and taking interviews with other people. Like one time he's sitting at a Lakers game. And he's like, I always talk to everybody there. I always network with everybody. And then one time he's talking to some guy that was the guy that funded Tinder.
Okay, sick.
And then that just blew up into him getting more information and understanding how to create the brand and what a brand really is, right? But
and literally like starting from scratch, owning the product and having the content behind it. So you're pushing your product through your content. Because if you own it, you own the equipment, there is nobody to pay because it's all money in. Yeah. So if like you understand what we're doing over here, on some all money in. Because from an industry standpoint, I've been in the industry for over 15 years now as a technical director for City TV and CTV, all these different news outlets across the city. But it got to a point where I'm like, nah, I could do this for myself still, bro.
Which congratulations to you, to you guys for taking this step, right? Because a lot of people,
that part,
they do a lot of this, but they never actually
don't get paid for it,
right? Or even like just take the steps to actually build the thing that they're talking about, right? A lot of people talk about things, but they don't do it.
And this is coming from a veteran, like a veteran in the game,
right?
Like veteran in the game.
So typically when people approach me for like an idea or like let's work together and stuff like that, that's one of the things I look at. Like, have you been doing this on your own, right? Have you been putting in the work on your own, or are you just kind of now, I'm doing a thing and you just want to kind of be a part of the thing that I'm doing? No, which is nothing wrong with that per se, but I like that energy. Like I'm doing something cool, you're doing something cool, let's get together and do something great, right? That's always been like my philosophy when I'm collabing with people. It's not about the numbers and not anything like that. It's more so about the do you got that drive? Do you got that hustle? Are you trying to build something? Right. So
especially when you're not looking for investments on the front end, because on some Nipsey shit, all money in, because that means you own all of it.
Oh, I know how much. I know about the camera stuff, so I know how much all this stuff costs a year.
Just cool.
They've been investing, so
just cool.
You guys better appreciate this all here. Quality matters.
Just go.
It's called 22 Mutable Laws of Branding. That's the one that he references.
22 Immutable Laws. Okay.
Yeah, so when you get a chance, I'm reading it as to why he's referencing it now. Yeah, I just been like, my pace is a lot slower because I don't know. It's like life gets kind of busy these days.
Life be life these days.
And he's an audiobook guy too, so he kind of cheats, but like you have to respect it at the same time. He does both. He'll read and he'll do the thing.
Fair enough. Yeah. A lot better than me, so.
But enough about him, yo. Where you from in the city, yo? Because we know you're from Toronto. Big up everybody in Toronto.
Yep. East side of Young, Right?
No, you're not trying to big up no ends? No particular
specifically Scarborough. Scarborough. Morningside, come on. 401 in Morningside, come on.
Yo, but
more often than not, I feel like we always got people from your ends here.
Yo, I know.
There is something special about Scarborough. I'm not gonna lie. Shout out to everywhere in Toronto.
That part.
But there something special about Scarborough, and like I guess
Be very careful now.
it breathes.
I rate it still. I rate it.
No, it does breathe a certain type of like
Camaraderie.
camaraderie. Like
Yeah.
again,
there's
because
way more camaraderie in the East End there is in the West End. You know?
right, because even like when you're thinking about it, like when you're in high school and stuff like that, right, in Scarborough,
Yeah.
and you're like especially if you play a sport,
Yeah.
right, you're at these different schools,
Yeah.
you know, meeting the people,
Yeah.
right.
But you guys don't make friends with each other. Because in the West End, bro, we don't make friends,
Yeah,
dog.
yeah, I
That's
guess.
our problem. We'll go to Smithfield. If you're at Elmbay, man, you don't like Smithfield.
For no reason, you don't
early,
even know why. You just I hate those
early,
guys.
you don't mess with Smithfield
Yeah.
until you like some of you guys link up in like high school and whatever. But like there's certain like the rivalries are real.
Yeah, yeah.
Like the rivalries are real. Naki versus West Humber.
Yeah,
Marion versus Carr.
Yeah,
It's like, yo, the rivalries are real in the West End, bro. I promise you.
Yeah, I mean in Scarborough, you definitely do have some of that, but I think because again, depending on what your elementary school was, right? Like some of you may have started there, and then one man goes to this school, and next man goes to the next school. Like, so similar type of things, right? But I think we'll still kind of maintain the friendships to a certain degree and whatnot, right? So yeah,
Another East End man we had in here. Shout out Adriel Smiley. He had said that West End people, like the West, give him can't read out loud vibes. Yeah. Yeah, we took it hard still. Like we took it hard because all of us are from the same area. All of us grew up in Rexdale.
Quote was, "We're not as civil."
I mean that's not funny.
You have any friends? You must have friends in the Rexdale.
Yeah. But again, I'm a man. I mean, from when I came to Canada, I was more in the East, but I also went to a lot of different elementary schools, right?
Yeah.
So and also being kind of like in this industry with like the online stuff and with the photography, I know a lot of people from all parts of the city, right? Even outside of the city. So, at the end of the day, like my love is for Toronto, right? And the city as a whole, and trying to bring us together more.
There you go.
Right? And then versus apart. Like it's all it's all fun and laughs for the the little bickering between ends and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I feel if we really want to progress as a city and somewhat catch up to, not even catch up, just show how much talent we have here in the city and what we have to offer. It's it's better that we are working together, right?
Yeah.
Versus squabbling over little petty things and stuff like that. But
the unity is always better, man.
Yeah. So
if you're trying to go far, you go together.
Right.
If you're trying to
You can fix it, Nance.
Shout out to Saga. Shout out to
we're doing that.
I guess.
Only going up this year.
Hey, they got the Monroe buildings worldwide now on that new Drake and Party album. That counts for something. Like,
How you feel about that?
right?
You listen to it?
I listened to it.
How you feel about it?
If I were to give it a numerical rating, I would say maybe a 6.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I
a
mean,
pass.
yeah, like there was so the songs that stood out to me were "Give Me a Hug" for sure, "Nokia,"
Yeah, for sure. That's the party anthem.
right? For the girl, them all them thing
Yeah.
there. CN Tower kind of grew on me. I didn't really like it at first, but it grew on me. There's a party song, I can't remember the title of it, but for me, there was also a little bit too much, like Crybaby Drake, like he was singing, like there's at some point, so I was like, okay.
You didn't like the Somebody Loves Me?
I mean, that one was like have to
I'm
listen
playing
to
that
it.
right now.
I'll listen to it again.
What? This is the song for me right here, bro.
Okay, yeah, this was a good one.
This was the one right here.
This one has that Across the Spider-Verse vibes. I like.
Yeah. Not you took this one in?
I know there's somebody who loves me.
Go get his 30 seconds.
Somebody who really loves me. And that's all I need. We in Miami turning up another night. We smoking broccoli, but she smelling like a rat.
That's the one for me, bro.
That's I have a playlist called 4 a.m. on the 401. I'm about to put that one on there still. You know when the man you just leave you just left Watu's dog after a nice night at the club and the man every Toronto man, right? Even the ladies should know that too. That feeling when you go to a nice party, right? Everything was blessed, the bottles were up, there was no fights, everyone looked good. You went to Watu's, you had your food, and you're just driving home and It's about 4:15 a.m. and you just have you're just with
You
the
just
man.
feel nice, bro. You just feel nice,
Right?
And you have a little playlist that you turn on to make you feel nice inside.
Trust me.
Yo, bro. Look at this. I could show you my computer, bro. These are all playlists. Dog.
Moods. Okay.
These are all playlists.
Yeah. Okay.
My one for that, I have different vibes. I have a reggae vibe for that, a reggae version vibe for that,
Yeah.
a rap vibe for that, and that one's called Late Night Flights.
Okay.
Them ones, you're on a levels.
So who's on that? That's definitely parties on that.
I'll show you some stuff later. I'll show you some stuff later.
Send me the links.
What do you want though? What do you want? Because this might be a problem.
These days?
Yeah, Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. Like, what's your streaming platform?
I'm Spotify. Still.
Yeah,
Spotify.
I'll have you. I got you with a little one thing still because I'm Apple Music, but I'm slowly converting everything over to different platforms because everybody's on some Spotify thing.
I think they definitely won that battle in terms of What do you want?
Spotify.
Yeah, see,
but this guy's a YouTuber.
Premium?
Fuck this my YouTube.
Oh, he has money.
You
Get
see
that
it
sound
though.
effect in there.
You see it though. Because every week, what do I say this guy every week? Yo, Nats, beg your little money, dog.
He has money.
Yo, beg your little money, dog. Not even a little bit, bro.
That YouTube.
Man's flying out to Jamaica regularly.
Yeah.
Like, man's putting work on you. Yeah. You see your work though. Yo.
It's okay. I'm happy for my friends. You know? that's how it should be. I'm happy for my friends.
There you go.
Keep him booked. SB, where's the sound effect? You're not ready, dog?
Again? Damn.
Keep him booked, bro.
You're the one that keeps saying, yo, don't be so busy.
Keep him busy.
There you go.
Nah, yo, need run the money up, bro. Like,
I just wanted to hear that voice.
That part too, yo. Bigger Pree on the outside. So what was it like growing up in the East End, yo?
The East End, to me, I mean, it was a vibe. Like, again, I was a youth that kind of went to many different elementary schools. You know, because I guess kind of somewhat that immigrant story. You know, you come to a new country. You know, you live somewhere, and then
What
you kind
age?
of.
What age did you come through?
I came here when I was 6.
Okay.
Right, so pretty young. But then live somewhere for like a year, then you go somewhere, and then you know, type of shit. So
You never passed through Jane and Finch?
no, never. I do remember.
A little one stop.
Eglinton West. My dad used to go get haircuts, Little Jamaica, right?
Yeah.
So those are definitely some fond memories of the West End. You know, being a local youth and blood clot.
Yeah.
You know, Toronto big. Like, you know, the first time I'm like, wow, this is. You know, wow, look at these roads.
Trust me, yo.
Road them whitey. So yeah. So no. I've spent even a lot of time downtown, just being someone who shoots a lot of downtown parties, right?
Yeah.
I've had some exes that live downtown and stuff like that. So I've had my local downtown vibe. So I know the city. I know the city. Northwest, east. I know the city.
Enough of the man them, yo. Once we're in the West, you're in the West.
You're in the
bro.
West. I know.
Yeah.
You guys are like real. Like you guys.
Yard man things, bro. We don't leave the house.
The West End Toronto reminds me of like New York.
Yeah.
Like it has a similar look.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, and you guys, you just stay on the borough, type shit. Like,
and the thing is, I think everybody in the rec still kind of knows that.
Yeah.
Because more times, I mean, I can speak for myself, but every time I say these type of things, it's like, yo, everybody validates these type of things.
Yeah.
I really feel like, yo, we set the trend in the West.
Yeah.
And then it travels east.
Okay.
Nobody can't tell me nothing, bro.
That's an interesting theory.
But the only thing in the West is like we clash too much.
Okay.
We don't have the, let me collab with you, what you're doing over here. Let me collab with you. It's always like I'm going to do it better than you.
Yeah.
And I'm pushing my thing way further as opposed to us just doing it together.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
It's always been like a clash thing. Is it just me or you guys in agreement with this? Not SB. Like, there's way more camaraderie in the East. And that's what I've always respected about the East. But I'll never rep it that way.
Maybe now because
it's still a West End thing all day.
So from what I hear from like older, like youths that are older than me and shit like that, the East wasn't always that nice and friendly, like, so.
Yeah. Well, there's some badness out there
right?
still.
So I don't know, at that time, how, camaraderie was, but I guess maybe, with me and my age demographic and shit like that, shout out to the 80s babies. I think
age out there,
whatever.
Right.
So I think we may have, sealed that divide a little bit more and start to work together. Maybe, maybe I'm just, talking shit here, but yeah, I think definitely through sports, even like barbecues and stuff like that, because, I can remember being in the East End and young and just this man's having a barbecue. Why don't you come through? Right.
Yeah.
And it's not no, watch no face type of vibe. It's just just good energy, right? So and then you from there you meet people, and then what high school do you go to? Oh, this one. Oh yeah, I'm playing you guys in basketball on this time type stuff, right? So yeah, it's just vibes.
I mean, you know what? I feel like we might have skipped, SB. If you care to go back, like, how was your week? Now, just
spin the block. Where are we going?
We could do that. I was gonna say even your playlist if you had an artist for that you're gonna highlight.
We can get to some of that later. I might have one this week. I'll see how I feel, yo.
I just don't want you to come up second segment and be like, yo, you didn't ask me.
Who you listening to these days, SB? Who's in your playlist? What kind of playlist you listen to these days? Or you're just reading?
Mostly just reading, but my playlist isn't really anybody. Like it's like very different kinds of music, man. My genres are all over the place.
Well, I'm a man that likes to. Like I was saying,
how about soft rock? You could do soft rock,
like Ed Sheeran and stuff like that. Like
I'm more like 90s soft rock. I don't keep as current with the soft rock now, but like 90s soft rock, I'll murder any man's thing right now.
Okay, so Clash thing. Don't go on my playlist. Don't be
a you don't see what game I have right there, bro?
Okay.
Yo, big up the man's thing, bro. Ox got is a game still.
Yeah.
Canadian product too, yo. Shout out everybody, all these Canadian. Anybody support Canadian all day, even your content.
Especially
watch some of this Canadian content.
Right, get your Canadian liquor because of those terrorists and whatnot. Because we're about to have to.
Trump ain't rapping, right? Man's not playing. You keep up with current events like that too?
I mean, I see them. I see what's going on in the world.
You're a 2-4 watcher. Let me just turn on CP24 for 20 minutes.
No.
Your social media?
Yeah, I get all my current event news usually through social media. Because again, I don't have cable no more. Like I haven't had cable in a while. The only time I watch something is like, I mean, I have the flicks.
Yeah. You pay for it though?
I pay for it still. I mean, if Manam got the code or something, send that my way because the way they're every other month raising these prices.
Nah, boy, yo.
Every other month?
It's sick, bro. And if it's like. You can't just have one. You have to have. It's either Disney Plus, the Prime Plus, Disney,
Paramount,
all of them, yo. Crave.
Yeah, Crave.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Speaking of Crave, we're gonna get to some of that later too. I preach your thing on that too. We're gonna get to some of that later.
Okay. Yo. Thank God. What's that one? Tubi? At least that's free. You may pull your hair out watching some of them, but at least it's free. Like,
Nah, how many of them you got, yo? I feel like you probably got the whole of them, dog.
The Rolodex,
TV's out there too.
Just Netflix and YouTube.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Too lie.
Yeah.
Has his own one in making. Rich boy.
Yeah. So how was your week though? What's up? Keeping busy? Like
this week has been pretty good, pretty calm. I shot about 5 different things over the weekend. So this week was it was Black History Month last month, so
is your own content or you're shooting for someone?
No, I was shooting for clients, so I was working
because you also do that.
Yes, so I also do that. Like I'm a full-time photographer, so I'm in the creative space.
I see what you're working with, eh? Pause. Hit the pause button for me. Because
why?
I saw that lens on that big boy, bro. Like,
yeah.
That sounds like another podcast.
I had to save up for that one. Trust me, So, but you got to invest in yourself, right? And it's one of those things. If you're, for me, that's why I rate you guys because I see the investment that you guys have put in here, and I'm a person that I wholeheartedly believe if I'm not going to invest in myself, and part of that investing is putting down hard-earned money into your thing. How could I expect anyone to put their hard-earned money into me? Right? Because I see some people out here that have this belief that I should just come out with something and whatever, and then people should just buy it, and you should I should half-ass it and not even want to invest my own. What are you talking about?
Yeah, and it takes a lot of time, bro. A lot of time. And time is the one thing you don't get back. So imagine all of us are in your parenting at the same time, still working at the same time. Still have to go to the mechanic. Still have to go to the doctor. Still have to go to the dentist. Like do all these life things, but still invest the time into building up your thing at the same time. Yo.
Only going up.
It's rough.
That's one of the things when I usually I kind of do my lives and stuff like that. I try to take the time to thank them, right? And because I recognize like time as humans, as people, is the most precious entity we have, right? Because we don't know how much we actually have. We can't buy any more, right? And once you use the time, it's gone. So
I have a thing with that. Like I recently came across that where I challenge it now because I think focus is above time now. Because you could have time.
Tell me about it.
Or you have time, but let's just say you're not doing anything with your time.
So it's wasted time.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
I would put like being able to focus and actually apply your attention to one task or actually getting something done slightly above time now. Because
I can respect the argument. I respect the argument.
You know
I
what I
can
mean?
see that perspective. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It's because there's some people out here just squandering time. Still.
It happens.
Squander,
like,
you know?
like not to knock it, but I mean like some of the people that are watching what you're doing,
yeah.
as much as you want them to watch,
Yeah.
I mean that's all they might be doing.
Yeah.
Right? Versus they could have been putting that same discipline into maybe creating their own content or creating their own page or whatever.
Yeah, 100.
But keep following them.
Nah, bro, yo.
I had a question for you too. You know, SB that just popped into my mind.
I was gonna ask you one.
Yeah.
While that comes up.
Okay.
For you.
All right.
So you're saying how much, like, you know, you have to put you have to purchase your equipment. You have to put in your equity. You got to put in your sweat equity, right? How much time did you have to put in before you really pop? Like what did that look like?
So I mean, for me, I think I got lucky in the social media space because. I mean, from when I put out that first video, like way back, it did a pretty, like, I think it maybe got like 50,000 views.
Okay.
And I was like, maybe like 10 times, right? So it did pretty decent. And then the second one did.
That's still good even for now.
Right? It did another maybe like 20-something thousand. And then it was 2013 when I did this video. It was Popcorn, Clean. Right? So basically, you know, I heard the song he was talking about clean.
Wasn't that song playing when you came in?
Was it?
Didn't it play at some point? Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Maybe it's in my head, but
so I did the video where basically, you know, I just made the lyrics real. You know how Jamaicans clean. So I went through the house cleaning and dancing and whatever, and that video was the video that really pops, right? And people were sharing, and from there, you know, I got a pretty decent following, right? So I know. I feel like I was kind of lucky in that sense because that's usually not the story, right? With stuff like this, and I recognize like the connection that the audience had with it. And from there, you know, that's kind of like, you know, how I'll do my content, but in this, you know,
it was the window wipe. It was the mirror wiping for me.
Oh, it was the mirror.
It was the mirror wiping. That's what I'm like. This guy's damn too far, bro. The double hand. I saw you get to the double hand still.
Yeah.
How many of those mesh marinas you got?
I was just about to say, I actually teeped that marina from my dad, and I think he's still kind of upset I took this marina from that day.
You're a odd man if you have one of those mesh marinas. Bro.
I didn't have one myself. I literally had to teep it from my dad still. You know.
This yo, look at this guy. Guys, see the extraness still, you know. And then when you say ironing this too.
Yeah.
Yo, look at this guy. It's the ironing still. Man's wanting with things, bro.
Clean step. Yeah. So yeah, that video and that's what I guess kind of put me in the matrix of how to like connect with the audience, right? And judging the cues of what people like, and you know, and somewhat being authentic to yourself, but still kind of giving the audience what they want and like what they know you for or whatever, right? So yeah, it's been a crazy journey. This whole YouTube space has brought me to different places. And
do you feel like you always had it in you? Pause.
I guess when I look back and the things that I was into as a kid, and like how I like video games, for example, right? Like how that like stretched my imagination in a sense, and I equate that to me being able to develop projects in my mind to start off with, like visually scenic, which I realize some people can't really see stuff in their head like that, right?
Yo, bro, I'm just discovering this now. Because when I talk to people, like, yo, how do you not? Like, what?
Like you can't like just close your eyes and like see a ball.
It's a superpower. It is a superpower.
Yeah.
Perspective is life's only true superpower.
Yeah.
So that whatever it is that plays out in your head, not everybody has that, bro.
Yeah.
So once you tap into that and you realize what it can do for you, you're only going up.
Yeah.
And when I realized that not everybody has it, it's like, what? Like, how do you not have that?
Yeah, so I think from young I was always into like media and just appreciative of like art forms. Like I can remember, you know, the Scholastics book fairs and things like that. Buying the books where you're learning how to draw. Yeah. Right. I mean, I never finished it, so I can't draw, but like I wanted to learn, you know, those type of things. And in high school, like drama was like coincidentally enough one of my favorite classes, and like I've never had
I didn't do the drama thing.
Yeah, drama was a vibe still.
I did more like the media stuff, like camera guy. Like I used to do camera for the basketball team type joints.
Okay,
like them levels.
Yeah,
like you every day. I always had a camera with me. Like, I did English media early. Yeah. English media is the first class that I did a project and I got 100% on, and it was like effortless to me. Like I've had fun doing it.
Yeah,
and I got 100. I was like, what? From that happened, I was like, oh, I found it.
This is it.
Yeah. And I enjoyed the hell out of making that shit, bro.
Yeah.
We did like a chase scene through Mount Olive, which is a neighborhood in the West End.
Yeah.
And I just put some music on it. There was like just action to it. And I was like, yo, it was sick.
Yeah. You see, so
turned into something.
People out there, for the kids listening, follow your passions, right?
That part.
I mean, it's even though it may be unconventional and it doesn't seem like you don't know what your field is, but
even when it is conventional, though, because I still took that, went to college, and got into the television industry, and did that for X amount of years. But that creative hunger was still inside of me.
Yeah.
But now is when I was finally able to like let it out.
Yeah.
Because it's all just art at the end of the day. You get what I mean?
Yep. 100.
But it's just, when you think back, it's like, damn, I could have really chased this dream from early.
Earlier, yeah.
Yo,
or more in a more precise way. If you knew, but I mean, that's, perspective or whatever.
And then when you get that Kanye vibe, you're kind of like, oh, I get it. When you get that Nipsey vibe, it's like, oh, I get it.
Yeah.
Where do you, where's the overlay between being behind the camera versus being in front of it? Or did that kind of happen at the same time?
No, I was definitely behind the camera first because how I even got into photography was I got a job at a pro printing lab, like a pro photo lab. Yeah, so kind of early, and just working there, seeing all these amazing pictures day to day. I'm like, wow, and I always had an appreciation for art and whatever. So I was like,
well, this is like back in the day when they had the film and stuff.
No, not that far back. I mean, they were printing film for sure, but people are still bringing their digitals and whatnot, and I even learned how to like make wedding photo albums, stuff like that. And then we had the company had a contract to do a college's graduation photos, right? So they they needed an extra hand. So like, oh, you want to go? So I'm like, all right, cool. And then there, I just kind of sat back and watched the two photographers working. I'm like, and I saw the vibe. I'm like, yo, this is nice. And I never really knew necessarily what I wanted to do. But I always knew that my two prerequisites of a career that I want to do is something where I can meet new people all the time.
Nice.
And I get to travel.
Nice.
Right? Because also like I feel in another life.
When did you tap into that? Like at what age would you say?
That was like maybe like 20, 22.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so when I kind of saw like how they were dealing with the people and the interaction, I'm like, okay, yeah, I had to travel to get here. We're going to different locations. I'm like, I have this appreciation for art, like. And I think in another life, I could be like, like some sort of people psychologist, because I'm genuinely curious about like what makes people tick. Like us as humans, like
all day, every day.
Like I find it fascinating.
I need to find the understanding in these things.
I find it fascinating. Yeah. So yeah, just like all those like interests and skills just kind of amalgamated, big words, right? Just kind of like all came together to just me out here to kind of doing my thing and just meeting people, having experiences, and just trying to make just trying to be a good person in a crazy world, right?
This is a pause-worthy question, but what's your zodiac sign? Please hit the pause for me.
Sag. I'm a Sag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
He's a Sag.
Yeah.
But I like him, but I don't like him at the same time.
So I'm the 21st. So I'm like on the cusp when it the next I think it turns. So some newspapers it could be whatever. So yeah. I claim Sag because when the gal them are asking like shit, I need to know this
exactly.
What club is this?
Face who isn't here, you'll get to meet him one day. But he's very zodiac sign. Like, yo, you have any questions? Go to him.
Okay.
He'll sort out your thing. Trust me, I promise you. You're rising, you're landing, you're flying, whatever, like all of that stuff.
Yeah.
He just does the math and he's like, yo, he knows everything about you.
Is he into like numerology and stuff like that?
A little bit. Okay. Yeah, but it's more the zodiac, the stars. Because I'm a believer that, there is something about the way the stars align that night at that time of the year and when you're born.
Yeah.
And the way it, like, somebody else was born under that same star alignment as you. So there's going to be things that you just relate to the world like universally in your like energy.
Yeah. 100%.
You get what I mean?
Yeah, because they say like January babies are a certain way, but if you look at it like there's actual things going on, like it's winter in certain parts of it, right? So you're gonna adjust in a certain way, right? Like for me, having those winter babies, I hate you summer people. Just so you know, all you summer babies, I hate you. Okay, especially living in Canada, you have to truck through snow, but you know, it changes your perspective. For sure. So I mean, as much as I like the teasing and whatever, and you know, the ladies with the crystals and hairy armpits that don't shave and stuff. You know, but you know,
isn't it chakras? Isn't it hot in Jamaica in November though?
It is. But lucky for me, I was here as a kid in these cold ass winters for the most part.
I was gonna say one last thing, damn it, but it slipped me. Whatever. Maybe that was for the good, yo. Take a quick break and be back with some more after this.
Yeah, we can do that.
Huh? I need some to drink, yo. I will take a quick break and be back. If I remember, we'll bring it up after. Are you looking to refinance this year? Make home improvements? Need a new mortgage? No problem. If you are in the GTA, don't wait. Book a one-on-one consultation with Suresh Ravindran at 416-953-8073. Know all the options available to you.
Say what? Remember you, CJ? Whoop-dee. Exactly.
That sounds familiar. Yeah, that sounds kind of familiar. But it's not clicking right now.
Whoop-dee.
I'm on a Yankee boycott still. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah. More time. I've been listening to a lot of Canadian content as of late.
Yeah.
And yo, again, anybody who's listening, watching, like the way these guys are coming with this tariff garbage, like. Time to turn up Canada a little bit. So stop going over there and watching that stuff from the other side. Big up everybody in Canada creating content, whether it's audio, video, or both. Songs, music, podcasts, whatever it is.
Just my body reading why you my nigga. She said that drip till they run it over.
Actually, SB, you want to do some of our rapid fires? Let's do the rapid fires.
Sure.
Shape some perspective, yo. You ready for some rapid fires? Ready for some rapid fires?
Let's do it.
I'm gonna play one more song, then we'll get into it. Pause. But go look at some Canadian content, bro. Anybody who's listening to this. Let me ask you one more question.
Talk to me.
You heard of Pyrex before?
Yeah, I follow him.
Rex still, all day.
He be doing it.
Go stream some Pyrex.
Rolling with 50, I stay with the shot. Is it getting real sticky? They letting shit go. Been on the block since a youngin', so trust me, I'm gunning if I feel you getting too close. Every day rebelling the draw, I might sip up and go. Gotta get me under.
And after you go stream some Pyrex, go stream some Lazy Jaw.
Only going out this year.
I don't know about Lazy Jaw. I never listened to it. Okay.
Lazy's the big homie, bro.
Okay.
Only going out this year.
Actually, you know what? Happy birthday, Lazy. Whatever camera. Like, show you out on your thing, bro.
Only going out this year.
I remember. I've been meaning to link you, but I know you're away.
Only going out this year.
I just happened to see it earlier today. But that's his voice right there.
Yeah.
And that's a song that he did a couple years back, but it's one of my favorite Lazy Jaw songs.
Yeah.
Like, it has a message in it.
There's a lot of talent in this city.
Oh yeah, for sure. And Lazy was outside early.
Yeah.
You see, if you go back to like our generation, we're 85ers. Everybody on the show is 85ers.
Yeah.
Nats is a couple years behind us.
Yeah.
But our generation, Young Street. And Young Street for like probably 6 summers, bro. If Lazy was down there, he's battling.
Road.
And ain't nobody beating Lazy, bro.
Yeah.
Like, Lazy's name was ringing when it came to that stuff from early in the city. So big up his thing every time.
Only going out this
West
year.
End man from the Rex. So I always big up his thing. He's the one that gave my name still, Bun. That's why they call me Bun.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah. We go way back.
One thing.
But back to you, sir.
What's up?
We got a couple of questions for you just to help shape the listener's perspective.
Okay.
Go one
as
for
to
one.
like who you are.
Yep.
Like as a person.
Yep.
Oh, you want me to start?
Go
I'll
one
start.
for one. Like, don't read all of them out. Like, just
Nah. That's how I gave, like,
Yeah.
there's yours, and then there are mine.
Yeah. Before we even do this, you wanna go over your little rules for CeeLo again?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you know what? Yes. Yeah, whenever we have to go back to something, that's what we hit.
Okay.
There's a message in that too. So if you want to really catch up, go listen to some early episodes.
Okay. So
But yeah.
So for all my people, I don't know what you call it in your place, town, city, country, whatever. CeeLo is what we call it over here, right? You know, you have 3 dice. You roll the dice. two of the same number and the odd number. For example, 2 6s and a 2, your number is 2, right? How me and the man them play, right? And we know the typical
You and the
rules.
man them, let's be specific. East End man them.
Okay, we're the East End man. Okay.
Malvern to be specific. Like, I just need to know.
Right? Okay, you know, on the hill. Right? We developed a way, instead of the automatic 4 5 6 or 1 2 3, right?
Wait a minute. What?
So how the typically the game's played is if you get a 4 5 6, you automatically win, right?
Yeah.
1 2 3 automatic lose.
Yes,
right?
Let's rephrase that word. Not typically. That's the real way you play.
Yeah, like that's.
I mean, show me the rule book, okay? Come on. Because Uno just came in and told everybody they can't put the 2s on everyone, and everyone's like, what are you talking about, Uno? Even though it's our game, like, you know, like, all right. But anyways, so the way we play, right? If you get a trips, you know, so 3 of the same number, then you ante up the pot, right?
Automatically, no matter what?
No matter what.
Okay.
Even if someone rolled a 4 5 6 and someone gets a trips.
But why would you be rolling after a 4 5 6?
Because we don't play
That's
automatic.
nuts, bro.
No.
That's nuts.
I'm telling you.
That's nuts.
I'm telling you, just try it. Just try it. Just the next time the man them are playing CeeLo.
Yeah, ready to go still. Like, what are you talking about right now? Like, what?
Next time the man them are playing CeeLo, play it that way and just tell me that, like, you're not.
It gets more hype up. Like,
it gets more hype up.
If a man rolls a 4 5 6 2, you just get more vex.
If
I roll a 4 5 6 and then you roll a 4 5 6, what happens?
Then you
roll again.
Then you roll again.
But we're doubling up at the same time.
No, so
what are we doing?
So if 2 people roll the high number, you guys can choose if you want to honey up or just roll to whoever wins the pot. But I'm telling you, that little trips, that little Squid Game.
Yo, you
trick
see,
in there?
You see in the Rex?
Yeah.
Trips was almost an automatic win sometimes because the likelihood of you rolling a 4 5 6 is very slim. So let's not waste time here.
Nah.
Let's not waste time here.
We let it go
On your side. But
I don't know. Maybe we had too much time in the East End. We're trying to drag out the game. You know, we're trying to.
Between class, we had 5 minutes to get it in fast. Pause.
I have destroyed dreams of these guys with their trips.
I'm telling you, trips and because look at it this way. Yeah. I've played games where we started at $5, right? Yeah. Every man put in $5.
Yeah.
And then by the time 2 trips roll in, the pot's up to like $50 something.
It's just a waste of energy, though, to me.
Nah. You know, I'm telling you. Just imagine you're a man that won the pot. That hot pot.
But I would have won it with my trips.
But that's just it. When your hands high, your hands high.
But you're the one that's
not my problem. That's your problem. If you want to continue.
This is what he's saying. So imagine rolling 3 trips in a row. All you did is make everybody put in more money. Your trips meant nothing. And then on top of his rules, if I rolled a 4 5 6 and then he rolled trips, that means I put more money in.
You put more money in.
I don't know what.
All you could really roll is like the 6 is the number to roll.
Give it a try. Give it a try. Next time I'm bringing some coins up in here.
All right, yo.
4 5 6. How you mean? Okay, that's
You have names for those though?
No.
What would that be called? Just a 3?
That's a 3. That's a 3.
Come on, bro. Nats, what's that called?
What's that trick? What do you call that?
Nats, what's that called?
That's a 3.
That's a Tracy, bro. Come on, bro.
Tracy, Deuce.
That's a Tracy.
S.
You got the Tracy, you got the S, you got the Deuce.
The Deuce, yeah.
You got Box, which is 4. Like, what are we on here, bro? Trust me, yo. And that's another thing, too. You know we have in the West, especially in Rexdale, that I don't see nobody in the East End with, is a handshake. We have a universal Rexdale handshake, bro. Like, any block could do the handshake.
Are you making this up?
Nats, what are we talking about here, bro?
Are you making this up?
Am I making this up?
Nah.
There's been a rec shake from like 19 out, bro.
So
like
great. That's
what?
So
then there's
6?
like a
grade 6.
You could even you could even go even like
okay.
There's levels to this, bro.
So the 3-year-olds under Rex are just
yes, bro. Yes, I still see them doing it. I promise you, I still see them doing it.
I like that stuff. I'm jealous. That's why I'm talking shit. I'm gonna write that down for you. I'll bring that back easy.
Bro, yo,
that's the one thing we'll keep from the
whole
West.
Rex still, yo. The whole Rex still.
Okay, I mean that's
even though there's like issues within Rexdale, like everybody in Rexdale knows the Rex shake, bro. It's a thing. It's been a thing from 19 how long?
Yeah, because I could see that. That's how, you know, when man's are on the block, yo, give me the yo, where's the shake, fam?
Yo, it's a thing still. It's a thing. But questions? Me start?
Sure.
Rapid fire.
Yeah, you ready for these? Because some of them are challenging.
I don't know if I am still, but we'll go. We'll see how it goes.
All right, first one. Fried dumpling or boiled dumpling?
Fried.
Fried?
Yeah. I say fried because I'm thinking the pairing of that would be with some what name again in the can? I should know this. You know, my Jamaican card may get my Jamaican card may get bully beef get revoked. I also stopped eating meat for a while, so you know I didn't mess with the bully beef for a while. But
yeah, that answers another one of my questions. Because my next one was like corned beef or bully beef. What do you call it? You're a bully beefer? Because they killed me because I'm a corned beef.
Yeah,
I say corned beef.
I feel it should be bully beef, but since you know, I guess the more Canadianish type of way we say corned beef, right? Like you know, yeah.
When you said the can, I was like, I don't know if this guy's going to like mackerel or which way he's going, but yeah, corned beef and dumplings, I think definitely for sure. With some cabbage, yo, that part, or some plantain.
Raps or J's?
Raps or J's? I'll say raps.
I guess for our New York listeners. Or even our Africa. Did he say where he's from in Africa? Did he tell us?
Yeah, Ivory Coast.
Ivory Coast?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Raps or Jays, Toronto Raptors or Toronto Blue Jays. Those are the two teams in the city. We got a couple more. One's baseball, one's basketball.
No,
so.
Don't forget about the Argos, you know, those guys.
Was
a new one, the Tempo? Did that start yet?
The ladies hockey?
Yeah. No, the ladies basketball.
Ladies basketball? Not yet.
Okay.
But the ladies hockey did.
Okay.
You guys always slip on TFC as well.
That part too, yeah. Big up. I've never been a soccer man.
They brought a trophy home.
They did still.
I mean, that stadium. I haven't gone to a TFC game, but I heard it's lit.
Oh, it is.
Yeah,
it is. So lit.
How many of those you been to, Nats? How many TFC games you been to?
Man has a season pass, all right? Man has the box.
How many been to, Nats?
Surprisingly, none.
Yeah,
It's a bucket list item.
Yeah,
I was just there last year.
Even the Rock.
Yeah, you gotta go at least once, man.
Come on, don't do that, bro. We're doing Toronto Rock, bro. The lacrosse team.
Why not?
All right, bro. You're on your own with that one.
Shout out the swim team.
Whose turn is it? My turn? Your turn?
Go
My
2 for
turn?
2.
Whatever. You let one go. Yo. Pause.
Rap or R&B?
You got D'Angelo vibe going in today still.
Oh, that?
I see you there.
Nah, he's got the Marlon Wayne thing going on.
Yeah, definitely.
What am I? R&B.
Yeah, new school R&B or like old school R&B?
I you know it irks me when people say R&B and they're like, oh my god, 90s R&B. Like, you know, it just irks me so much. I don't know what it is, because it's like because my thing with music is like, yes, I understand, you know, music was here and whatever, but it's art. It changes. It's a reflection of like where we are now or society. So when people always like, you know, this music today isn't like whatever, I'm just like, yo, just relax and enjoy the music, bro. Fuck, like,
yo, trust me, I listen, I bang with a lot of new music still, like that, but a lot of these, like SB for example, he don't really that. Them niggas is still stuck in 03, 99, 97.
Because I'm at the point where I'll listen to the old lyrics on new beats.
Because I look at it like this, if we were talking about like, oh, the music and the foundation, whatever, why don't I hear anybody blasting bulap bab shubap bulap bang boom in their car?
Basically,
because that is old. Like we have progressed, right? Like so, like that to me, that's just my thought of with music. But yeah, I mean, new, old. You know, I as long as it's good music.
Yeah, I was inside my house beating some Drew Hill yesterday. You know, five steps.
4 steps.
It's 5 steps, bro. Hear this guy. Don't
4 steps
from eternity and 3 wishes. Come on, bro. Don't do that. We were 5 steps.
Okay, it could be 5 steps.
Yo, don't let me play this.
Something have to get, you know, a little.
Yo, anyways, you know what? Okay. We'll do that after the show. We'll save that till after the show. Grace or DNG?
Grace or DNG? Grace.
Yeah, automatic.
Yeah. I feel like that's like in the DNA or some shit. Like, you know.
That's me. What you got, yo?
A&W or Harvey's? Both Canadian burger spots for anyone that's.
I mean, these days, because they got that Beyond Meat burger, you know?
Yeah, plant-based, turn up your thing, bro.
Type vibe, but...
I've been cheating a lot lately, but I'm plant-based more times than
but I can...
definitely, bro.
I can still remember those afternoons going to Harvey's for that double bacon.
Not the double bacon.
I mean, it was.
I never did the swine still.
It was expensive.
Man said the double bacon.
And my sister worked out. Okay, I mean, I'm putting my sister's business out there, but you know, I had a little hookup there.
Your sister still.
Yo, so I'm telling you, after you add that, you're just in the couch laid out, yo. Because
younger sister or older sister?
Younger.
Younger?
Yeah.
How much younger?
She's what 5 years?
Yeah.
So
she social media at all, or she's not so much social media?
No. So I'm the oldest of 3.
Okay.
So there's 3 of us. So you know,
that's perspective. Yeah.
Maybe I don't know. I don't know if I get
my turn. Your turn.
I'll do another one. Weed or Hennessy?
Ganja.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even.
It's Gamma again. I swear this guy passed on the opportunity.
What? nah.
Dan Corgan,
That's what
real
I
bad
shoulda
man.
gave you, yo. Milo or Ovaltine?
Milo.
Milo? I'm a
Milo.
Milo man still.
Yeah, Milo still.
Ovaltine can go on sometimes.
It
but
can
man-
go on, but it's it's one of those when you're. Is the Milo finish? Like type shit. Like, okay, I guess we're having an Ovaltine today. Like,
All right, so since that, okay, so then Ovaltine cookies or Shirley biscuits?
I think I've had more Ovaltine cookies in my life.
eh?
Yeah.
The Shirleys are going in for me more times still.
Yeah. I've definitely had more Ovaltine. I feel like I mean I haven't bought them in a while because I haven't gone to the West Indian store in a minute, but every time I go down when I see them, I'm like, let me just see it all.
Then they go orange pack.
Yeah. you know, it reminds me of those local the socks. The tear her up socks that you get from the jumping place. Yeah. Every time I see that, it's the two references.
Drake or Cardinal?
Jersey.
Yeah.
I mean, again, Cardinal walked so Jersey can.
From that perspective, I see what you're talking about.
Cardinal walks so Jersey can fly.
Yeah.
But I mean, if we're looking at.
Yeah,
the man gave us 15 years of hits and bangers.
On top.
Right?
Pause.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Come
You
on
hit the
now.
button waiting for your reaction.
Gotta get the sound effect in there, bro. Nutriment or Suppligen?
Nutriment.
Nutriment?
Yeah.
You're not a real yardie then,
Nutriment. Because I'm thinking about like all the every time my mom would make the her local peanut punch or like she'll probably put a nutriment in there still. Yeah.
I feel like you already answered this, but whatever, we'll do it anyway. Hungshing or Watu's?
Hungshing.
Oh.
Yeah, Hungshinger?
Yeah.
Yeah, why Hungshinger?
But you know was my real spot? Garden.
Okay, but Garden was after though. But Garden was after though. Garden was definitely after.
Garden was
Yeah, the original OG is Hungshinger and Watu's.
Hungshinger.
Hungshinger just had the space.
Yeah.
Because then there was like buzzing like it was the after hours, bro. Like Hungshinger was like after hours, bro.
4 a.m. on the 401.
Exactly. Stew chicken or jerk chicken?
Jerk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
TSN or Sportsnet?
I say Sportsnet's probably more authentic and with the shits. I'm not a big sports guy, I will admit, but I'll say Sportsnet. Yeah.
Yeah, Sportsnet's going in these days, yo, trust me, yo.
Didn't they get a new contract or something like that? Yeah.
Bob Marley or Dennis Brown?
Bob Marley. Yeah. Just I mean, yeah, I got to put respect on the movement. What the legacy the man has. What is it? He's on like his 4th generation that his man's feeding right now, maybe 5th.
Yo, that part,
right? Like that part. The man has been feeding like 5 generations after the man's out here still. Like so
still out here winning Grammys too.
Yeah,
club blows now. like what are we on out here?
That
yo?
shouldn't even be a thing. But anyways, but yeah.
Hey man, let me hit the scammer dog because you gotta get it where you gotta get it, yo.
I feel like we gotta change this one. But Starbucks or Timmy's?
Timmy's.
Yeah?
Timmy's, yeah.
Or we should switch it to Second Cup or Timothy's.
Yeah, because the Starbucks is like too complicated. Like I'm in there, I didn't like give me a small. Oh, that's how. Like what? You know what I meant, fam? Just give me the small thing so I can get out of here. Like don't tell me that.
This guy hit us with the fam.
Just give me the small cup
and some Toronto man things
so I can get out of here. Like bro, what are you telling me? You don't even know what the thing is yourself, Kristen. The fuck?
No, but you have to put some respect on the Starbucks thing still.
I mean, I get it.
SB just finished reading the book from the.
You're in there pumpkin spice season, eh? Watch him now.
Yeah, but every time I go in there, I look for the barista masters, bro. The black apron. The black apron. Anybody seen the black apron? They're like masters.
Is that what it means?
Yeah. They have to go do a course and stuff. Yeah,
wow,
serious.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that man they take everything serious still.
I know they be venti. Okay, all right, whatever.
You know what? Stone Love or Bass Odyssey? You're a Clash man?
To a certain degree. Stone Love.
Yeah.
They been in like, for
Exactly,
like how long now? Yeah.
Stone, like from a family standpoint, Stone Love has been the sound, so I'll never disrespect Stone Love. I respect Bass Odyssey, but Stone Love's my sound. So
Nike or Adidas?
Check Silver Stripes. Check Silver Stripes. Check Silver Stripes. Check Silver Stripes.
Okay, from that perspective, I see what you talking about.
Trust me, it rings out in my head still more times. I'm not gonna lie, it rings out in my head sometimes when I'm making some crucial decisions.
Yeah, check Silver Stripes. I mean, I shout out to Adidas for their comeback and all those things and giving the competition. But at the end of the day,
that word.
Yeah. You got some Sam Smiths in the closet, eh? Like, do I have them on right now?
There you go.
This last question for me is very important though.
Yeah,
it might like set the tone for the rest of the this.
Cartel.
That's probably the best answer.
Yeah,
but it's a generation before.
Okay.
Bounty or Beanie?
Bounty.
That's how I know. That's how I know. Actually, I should even give you down because I have this one too. That part, yo.
Yeah.
Bounty all day.
Yeah, of course we respect the accolades and the of Beanie for sure.
Yeah.
Because Beanie brought dancehall and Jamaican culture to places around the world. It wouldn't have reached.
Janet Jackson,
right? Exactly.
Maya,
right?
Neptunes.
So.
Not to say Bounty had some of that too.
100%.
Prodigy, them like
Baby Sham. I think he had some.
Trust me.
Or Foxy, whatever. But but just yeah.
Because like if you're talking Gallish tunes, Beanie all day, but Bounty a bad man, yo.
Yeah, man.
Like all day, every day. SB, you got one more? You got a last?
No, I'm done.
Oh, I got a bonus one for you then.
Okay, what's up?
This is the even better one, bro. Specs or Fire Kid?
Oh,
Oh, you try to start problems out here. No, shout out to Specs for sure because he's always represented for the East End for the Mandem and whatnot. But I've definitely been at more events where Steenie has been playing, and Steenie definitely knows how to get the people I'm talking. The amount of times Steenie has cussed out the teeth and yelled at them from Yorkdale. Yeah. It's burned in my head now. So shout out to Steenie still.
What if from a soca standpoint? Who you like banging in the like soca scene?
In the soca scene, big up man like Busby, Menace, DJ Shy. He kind of does, Dr. J, of course, who's a foundation, soca man. Soca sweetness, right?
East End thing.
East End, but just also too because he's a man that. He's put in that work, right? And cares about his craft and the music and the art form of it, right?
Yeah.
So
Bandit's another one. Bandit's a little bit of reggae too, but like
yeah. Shout out to Redemption. I was just at the last Redemption shooting that one with Baby Shaman thing. It was a vibe. So
I wanted to go because Redemption was always our thing back in the day.
Yeah. Summertime. That Caravana weekend.
Yeah,
it's gonna be, SB, get your Stan Smiths ready, bro.
That's right. You know what? Yeah, you're gonna go to Redemption. That's where I'm gonna bring you. Redemption's where I want to bring this guy.
Oh no, we gotta bring SB to this. I'm gonna give Busby a plug here. Tsunami.
Yeah,
it's a wet fete that happens Caravana. I think Saturday.
I went to Juve one year still.
Yeah, still getting paint out at the beard.
Yeah, exactly. That part, bro.
Yeah.
I'll never forget. My Adidas got tore up that weekend. Speaking of which,
did anyone warn you? Like you probably don't want to wear that type shit? This guy came out and looking fresh.
No, actually, it was my dunks. I was on blue dunks on. Yeah. Fresh, bro. The man were in there turning over tables, blocking from the water and shit.
Yeah.
They had the fire truck, dog. Like one of those water trucks. Pulled back the tarp from the roof, like the tarp. I'm like, yo, why? What? This is the patio. We're on the patio.
Yeah.
I see the tarp going back. I'm like, what are these guys on? No, you said nice little breeze in here. Like, what's up? Yo, the man done pulled up with the truck, and I saw these guys take out the thing. I'm like, yo, are these guys nuts, bro?
I said, where am I,
bruh?
I'm just trying to hear a little Marshall Montana.
Yo, the man them were in here turning over the table. John knows, dog. Like, I'm telling you.
Yeah. No, I believe it.
Yo,
my fret virgins. Yo, when they're going to like Juve and anything like that, the man them wear the painters uniforms.
Yeah.
Right, from head to toe with their head covered up, and each man has a bucket of paint.
Nah, bro, I'm good still.
6 mans with buckets of paint is ready.
Definitely good, bro.
Yeah, it's no joke. SB, get ready. He's like, nah.
Actually, I could see this guy broke, still.
Yeah. Change your life still.
But enough of our game.
I'd be the guy with the bucket.
Sure. Enough of our game, yo.
Yes.
You happen to come with a game of yourself.
Yes.
What's
yes,
that about?
Yes. Let me show you guys. So it's a game called Spicy Confessions that I actually came up with.
Canadian content.
Canadian content.
Support local.
Right. So it's an adult card game. Right. 100 questions. Just to get people talking, open up a little bit. Most of the questions are spicy, as I would say, but I also try to put some questions in there just to spark conversation.
Yeah.
And
who came up with these questions? All original questions by you?
All original questions by most of them by me. So how it came
under
about?
Any type of influence at all?
I mean, so basically during the pandemic, I was streaming on this app. Shout out to the Beagles. If you guys can find me there, and it's like a live streaming app. So me, I always try to make things fun for the audience or whatever. Right? Like make things like a show format.
Yeah.
So I just started to ask random questions that pop into my mind and write them down. I noticed the audience was coming back each week and they're really engaging. And so I made a book. I had a book and I was writing basically each number. And at one point I got to maybe about like 45 and I was like, yo, this could make a pretty cool card game. And my goal was to get to 100. And I said, okay, once I get to 100, I'm gonna make it a card game. So I hit that 100 mark and then some. And then the pandemic was going on. So it's been a couple years and
but then there's also like the packaging and all that stuff too, because like it's one thing to come up with the content. You have to present it.
And
there's a lot of packaging that's involved with that because you have to design that.
There's a lot of error. I put my I found someone on I actually went through like 3 graphic designers trying to put the vision together. Time, effort,
trust me,
this all of that.
Exactly.
So that's why I see when I see people investing in things, I rate it because I know what it's I know what it takes to bring something in from your mind to a physical thing that you can hold, right? Like like real alchemy. That's what I say real alchemy is, right? Like something in your mind and it's like it's in the world now, right? So shout out to the people who are doing things and making things and this is my little physical thing here. 100 question.
Where can people find that if they wanted to get their version of that?
So you can find it the sgbnetwork.com, so you can pick it up. It ships worldwide. And the plan is there's also a YouTube page for it, which I started because I'm in the real YouTube world. It's funny right now because I'm having this like YouTube journey all over again through this, but in a more like focused type of way, and I'm actually more excited about building this than kind of like the channel I have now. It's kind of funny, right? So it's kind of been my baby. So SGB Network on YouTube as well, and you can check out the game. I don't know if I can. That's one of these. Give you a little sample, but I'm not trying to.
Boy, True said there's no lady in the room, but
let me see if I could. Okay.
As long as it's not too spicy, still.
Okay, let me see if I can find one that's not too.
Maybe I might have to get a phone and call Pree, but like, find some. Take anything. I don't care at this point. Whatever, yo.
Okay, let's see.
Where it goes. I don't care.
He's gonna try to finesse around it regardless.
Let's see. Okay.
Don't do me like that.
Tell a confession about how you found out someone was cheating on their partner with you.
With me?
Yeah. Has ever been,
Read that again?
Tell a confession about how you found out someone was cheating on their partner with you.
How I found out that someone was
cheating on their partner with you. Like, so you
I didn't know that she had a boyfriend?
Yeah, that could have been it. Or, maybe you knew. You're like, okay, maybe
I knew.
one time.
Every time, right?
More or less. Like,
Yeah.
And didn't have to hide it.
Basically. So that's what the man them are like, oh, cool, boyfriend, all right, cool.
I only have one story, and they were straight up. It's like, this is the situation.
So were you at the club, or like was she just like, what? Where was that?
No, it's somebody I knew from before already.
Okay.
And went on in life, and then was like, this ain't going with things still. So if you're free today, and then again next week, and then again the weekend,
bring some wine next time.
It's just, I don't know. It's challenging to balance some of that stuff sometimes because there's moral attachments at the same time. But your life be lifing. And if your lifing is matching in line with somebody else's lifing, it's like, hey, things are going to happen, bro.
Yep, I hear that.
So, you do it once, and whether you learn from it or not, because people get caught up. Steve Smith just got jammed up.
Oh, did
you guys?
No, I didn't hear that.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
I didn't hear that one.
A man linked him on the ones, but recorded it, and he's like, yo, you're cheating with my wife is cheating on me with you. Like, you're sleeping with my wife.
So he came to him as a man type shit?
Yeah, but it's like, it's clout chasing. It's just clout chasing.
Yeah.
But Steve Smith was like, pardon, like, sorry? That part, yo, like, yo.
Is he like the closest thing to a real life Carlton?
Yeah, it's just cloud chasing, man.
Oh,
it's just cloud
man.
chasing.
You want
but-
to talk about cloud chasing now? What's his face? When
What
made
else
that
you got,
fake
yo?
video?
Choose anyone. I don't care. Even
Okay.
if it's extra spicy,
All
you
right.
can run it, yo.
Tell a confession about a time you tried role play in the bedroom.
Me and I think that's still. I don't. The role playing still. I don't really.
That's
do
me.
that.
You're fucking Jack
I've
Sparrow.
done- I've done
the
some
man who was
creative
laughing.
things,
The
though.
man was Jack Sparrow here. Like,
Nah, I'm trying to think of.
Joe, you definitely have some stories, bro. Dig deep inside, Joe. I know you've done that shit. On your Ric Flair shit. This guy's probably wooing all over the place.
Yeah, I'm not saying nothing for so many guys.
Oh,
already.
come
Yeah,
on.
that's a weird one.
Come on. Come on.
Yeah, that's
And you said more times you said this guy tries to call me on that?
Yeah. Okay, let me think of something. I can't think of
Nah,
anything,
what?
but it's kind of awkward too. Like I don't know what to think about
okay,
the
all
time.
right, okay.
The most I'll do
yeah.
is like, yo, the music and the light. I'm a lights guy too, eh? Like
Yeah.
I'll turn on the color joints
Yeah,
and
yeah,
like turn
come
it into a wall scene.
Vibe,
still.
mood.
Exactly.
Ambiance.
Yeah,
Want
yeah.
them. Yeah.
So remember, there was one of those.
But that's not really role playing.
Nah, I'm saying I don't have role playing.
Yeah.
I've never done the role playing.
Yeah.
The most I could do is like just recreate a scene. Like I can recreate a 1-2 movie
So,
scene type
so
joint.
you're saying like the
in terms of lighting
Titanic?
and
Like,
shit.
let me draw you some shit like that? Like,
even some of these social media trends that were slipping a couple months back, years back. Like,
ooh, the red light.
if you know, my nigga. Thank you for saying that. Let me hit you with another one of these joints.
Big up the
Damn
gal
it.
big up
What?
the gal that did the red light challenge and then figured out. And a man, do you see what a man figured out how to like reverse engineer that?
Winner.
That's what that was, bro. Trust me. I definitely did not join, bro.
I don't know anything about the red light challenge.
Exactly.
I know about red light therapy.
Okay, all right. Here's one that everyone can answer. Tell a confession about your top 3 red flags when it comes to dating.
Top 3 red flags when it comes to dating.
Yeah. So this one again is not too spicy, but general conversation where everyone has their opinion.
It's like not taking accountability for your actions, bro, and then just running it up like you're.
Oh,
just,
careful! You said a word that the girl don't like. Still, you have to be careful.
Actions, taking accountability. You saw the man's face, bro. Yeah, hey, big up all the single fathers right here, bro.
We won't bring it to that type of those type of podcast worlds. That's what we get.
Oh man, I should hit you with this one too, yo.
Put things in its proper perspective.
Like, the level of toxicity that exists right now, it's sick, bro. But that stuff's annoying, and then even if you try to draw them out, bro, problems, yo.
I know. I don't even have to look at my phone to know that the gal them are cussing me right now.
For me, it's a patience thing.
Yeah.
Like if you can't show somebody grace and patience, we can't bang still.
Yeah.
And that's the one thing that I see on the road. Sometimes I'm like, people don't have it the way that I think society did once upon a time.
Yeah.
So now it's like, yo, we have to improve on this. We have to make this better. We have to be patient with each other because that's the only way to get by. Or else we're all just gonna be out here stressed all day, every day.
Yeah, 100.
And patience is hard to come by, especially with all the stress that comes with life. Yo.
Yeah. When you're really adulting out here, like you don't have time to stop. And
You're a father too, right?
Yeah.
We didn't even touch on that, pause. But how long have you been free? How long have you been fatherhood journey? Like how long?
10. He's 10.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So,
man's a big man,
big,
bro.
he's
man has his license yet.
the
Like
man's
what?
trying to cross me like in ball and shit like that. Like,
Yo, if you're 10 and you're Jamaican, bro, enough of these guys know how to drive at that point.
Oh man, that's funny.
Yeah.
Drive stick at that. Man, you're driving stick at that. 10 years old, bro, like you know what you're doing. Yeah, 10 years in, damn, yo.
That's the oldest of all of us. Like,
no, exactly. No grays, man's a full head of hair. Like,
The grays are
grays
still,
are there?
sometimes I be in there, I'm like, nah, I gotta get that one still. I'm not ready to get my full zaddy on, Yeah, but
were you ready for it when it came? Like when he came?
I wouldn't say I was ready at the time.
Yeah.
But I've always wanted to be a dad for sure. Like it's crazy with the reference. A lot of people ask me.
that's a Jamaican thing too, no?
Well, not a dad of many, not that type of shit. But
Is it the only one?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I know I've always wanted to be a dad. Like a lot of people ask me like, what's your favorite type of photography, right? And every time someone asks me that, it's the answer always, it comes back to like kids.
Baby photography? Or?
Not baby photography per se, but just
taking
kids.
pictures of kids.
Yeah, because
you're capturing moments that like joy.
Exactly.
Pure joy.
It's just pure joy.
You don't have to set them up. Like,
no like adult insecurities and stuff like that. It's just, you know,
natural joy.
Like, if they're happy, they're happy and whatever. So yeah, like, and I feel like I'm somewhat of like a kid whisperer, I would say, like, you know, like a kid whisperer, like, you know, like, even though they maybe like standoffish at first, but you know, we'll find a way to vibe out. So yeah, and I mean, even my brother, right? There's a big gap between me and my brother. So my bro was born like when I was like grade 9 type shit, right? So there was a lot of days I had to be home to, you know, care for my bro. Like I can still remember putting this guy to sleep to Celine Dion type shit. Like, you know?
I have 2 younger siblings too.
So you had that like sort of fatherly experience.
So I think I kind of had that like fatherly experience, from before. And, you know, and even being the oldest of, you know, 3. So
more time that's how it is in a Western home, yo. Like,
well, West Indian or Caribbean.
Yeah, West Indian home. Yeah.
You say immigrants.
I know. I was gonna say that. Yeah, it's all together. Yeah.
You know, put at me and say immigrants.
Nah, big up the brown guys too. Yeah, big up everybody like from over there. Yeah, from Easton.
From Yard and abroad. Yeah,
basically. Yeah. You're the minority in the room, so I'm gonna acknowledge you, bro. I'm gonna acknowledge the minority in the room, bro. Like,
that's funny. That's funny.
But yeah,
where can they find the game one last time, yo?
Yeah, so you can find it at sgbnetwork.com. Also subscribe to the YouTube channel SGB Network on YouTube. I'm telling you, this game definitely will give you some insights into your friends that you think you know, especially the ladies, that quiet friend who always pretends like she doesn't do nothing, she's better than everybody else.
Yeah, but the group chat you turn up. Yeah,
you're gonna find some things about her with this game and stuff. So,
I can see how the conversation just starts with those though. Like immediately, it's already we're quiet thinking about stuff. Like we're kind of reserved right now. But I'm just saying,
so a man's can't get a sample pack, bro.
No.
Man's can't get a little sample thing, bro. You leave it on the table.
That's what I'm packing it up for you.
You don't know, bro.
Packing it up for you. You know, just spread the gospel.
Where's my sample?
Every so we'll pull from that. And like if we have like an interesting question for the week, and we'll just run it back, bro.
So check it out.
Yeah,
Christmas came early.
And on your own personal Instagram stuff, you can shout that out real quick.
So you guys can follow me at Senior Gumboy. That's pretty much on all platforms. Senior Gumboy. You can check out some of my comedy vids and all of that. I'm kind of in my evolution right now as a creator, so I haven't been doing the comedy stuff as much. But you know, when things are in a certain alignment, you know, I'm gonna get back into that space. So yeah.
There's a couple of them that are funny, bro. Obviously, you got the TD one posted.
That one
was funny. But I like the Home Depot one too.
Yeah.
Go find this thing, yo, all over Instagram, all over YouTube, and go pick up the game while you're at it, yo. But we'll be back with some more perspective after these quick breaks.
This episode is brought to you by Body Ammo. More than a look, it's a lifestyle. Pick up some Body Ammo to protect your mind, body, and soul. Now, back to some more of SUP.
Little R&Breeze playlist is what I call it.
Breezy season?
Yeah. And this is the first song on the playlist.
Yeah.
This is like, those late nights I'm coming back from Morningside, you know, dog. One thing I used to go check on the ends, bro.
Did you go
Ajax nights?
I was about to say, did you go north or south on the Morningside?
Buddy, I'm Ajax nights, bro.
45 minutes,
bro. Yeah. All the way back to the Rex, you know.
Bucking.
Man's your Acura 1.6 in it.
Yeah. Silver?
Black.
Okay.
Sunroof with the leather.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Lay back like this,
bro.
With the custom system.
You just open up the roof. 2 10-inch Clarions in the back. The vibes. Acura days.
I understand.
Okay, I saw someone's daughter.
It's just true. Say you said the R&B vibe.
Yeah.
That's the first track on there for my R&B still, but my R&Breeze playlist is what I call it.
Yeah.
And it's more new stuff.
Yeah.
It's not no 90s R&B stuff. It's like more like now 20 whatever's. 125 songs, 7 hours and 59 minutes.
Don't have too much.
Jasmine Sullivan.
Yeah. The vibes, dog.
Forget about
I have some Canadian content on there too still, so I mix it up a little bit because
send me the place.
I bang with the Canadians heavy still, you know, because there's a lot of Canadians making some really, really, really good music. They're just not as turned up because we still go across the border a lot more than we probably should in this day and age, yo. But big up Jazz Cartier, bro.
See, it wasn't about attraction.
So a little sample.
Yeah.
You were more of a distraction.
Yeah, because all these guys, like, the problem is I don't seek out their music, right?
Yeah.
And it's not like readily available. It's not being pushed to us like that. So unless you're seeking it out, then it's, you know, you're not gonna find it as much, right? So, you know, I mean, that's my bad too, but yeah. I've been knowing there's a lot of fucking talent in the city, Reggie.
That part. Before we wrap up though, I want to talk about something else that I saw you recently doing.
Okay.
We mentioned it earlier. But the show.
The show.
Yeah.
Yes.
How'd you get that opportunity?
Yeah. So shout out to Jay and Trey, right? Fellow YouTubers out in the city. All right.
4YE.
For y'all ENT for those you know who are in that YouTube space. Yeah. So they got the show called Office Movers on Crave. They got the the contract for that, and they hit me up and was like, yo, you know, we're doing the show. You know, we have a role for you in mind. You know, you know what are you saying? What's your schedule like? And I'm of course, you know, because I'm a person that's if I've never tried it, I'm at least tried, especially within this realm of art and creating and stuff like that. Like, you know, I've done stand-up comedy. You know, I've done stand-up.
Yeah,
a thousand people.
Yeah,
Yeah, for my made my fourth stand-up appearance.
Yeah,
about 1,000 people.
That's a lot.
It's a lot. Yeah. Right. So I'm the type of person that's just like my own personal challenges, right? Like let me rise to the occasion type.
How much work did you put into that?
Speak Sagittarius.
Right? Like how much work did you put into a full set?
A good amount, because like my very first stand-up opportunity came to me in the format of it was like this YMCA youth group, right? And they're like, oh, you know, we see your videos, whatever. You know, do you ever done stand-up? I'm like, no, but I'm down.
I try a thing,
right? And they're like, okay,
Toronto man things.
like, okay, cool. You know, can you do 15 minutes? I'm like, oh yeah, you know, 15 minutes, that's soft.
Yeah,
fam.
It's a long time.
When I start to actually put the routine together and practice, I'm like, yo, it was only 3 minutes already. I was like, yo.
Bro.
So,
yeah. 15 minutes isn't no joke.
Yeah.
I'm doing a project in school. Yo, it was like a 2-minute interview that we were doing.
Yeah.
I got to like a minute and 36 seconds.
Yeah.
I'm out here shouting out sponsors, bro. Like, just like whatever I could think of.
Yeah.
But people don't realize like timing in television is a big thing, bro. Like it's hard to like keep up with. And then imagine doing it stand up in real time. Like, it's a lot of time, bro.
So, but I'm glad I did it because, you know, I guess I did, you know, my goal was don't get booed. That was my measure of success. You know, I didn't necessarily need a standing ovation, but as long as I didn't get booed, I'm like, okay, I did it. I came, I conquered the challenge. And that's just kind of how I approach things, right? Like, because for me, like, there's always something to be learned, right? Within the process of trying to do this thing, I'm going to learn something that I can apply somewhere else, right? So like, I'm all about like, you know, transferable skills and learning, just learning, right? So through that whole stand-up process, I learned a lot of different things about even myself, you know, how to connect with the audience, how to slow my tone, you know, how to emote, like things like that, right? So it was cool. It was a dope challenge. And then from there, that's, I guess, bringing back to the show, they hit me up and like, yo, you know, we got the show, you know, of course, you know, the Jamaican role, you know, they got me for, but you know, but yeah, it was intense. It happened. Everything happened pretty quick from when they said, put your audition in. 2 weeks later, we're shooting. So
I want to make this point because I've had this conversation with a few other people who are of Jamaican descent but didn't necessarily grow up there to be speaking full-blown patois. But even to turn it on just a little bit based off of what you have from your like first generation Canadian standpoint, but it's enough to do it with confidence. Because some people will do it on their own. But when you're in a social setting now, can you turn it on the same way, sound just as authentic, but be still as comfortable? Because that's a talent in itself.
It's kind of a hard thing, and like some, you know, when people kind of meet me, sometimes they'll be like, oh, like, you know, they would expect me to be always speaking patois like all the time and things like that. But I'm just.
That's kind of me when you first walked in, and then you started talking on the mic. I'm like, oh, okay.
I can understand that shit. But yeah, you know, growing up here in Toronto, like you you hang around with so many crowds, so you know when it's time from when it's not, or whatever, right? And my I guess closest circle, I mean, there's Jamaicans in there, but there's also like, other Caribbean and stuff like that. So, our universal language is more the mandem talk and, type of things. But, when it's time to,
turn it on.
Speak is okay.
You give it to your son sometimes, huh?
Sometimes like my inner thoughts will maybe impactful. So, like, funny enough, sometimes like my inner thoughts will
like, to your bum.
Like I see something, I'm like, oh, I went to this piece of something, like, look at this crosses over here. So like, especially road rage, like, look at this pussy.
That part, bro.
In their friggin' F-150, bro. Like, come on.
Yeah, that's all you see up here these days, yo.
These F-150 drivers, dog.
F-150, dog. What's up, SB? What you got? Yo?
I got a couple of questions, man. Okay, so obviously you're doing like quite a few of the stuff like with Jamaican humor in mind, right? Like that seems like a core. Is there any cultural topics that you won't touch or haven't touched yet or looking to touch? So
that's a pause still.
Yeah.
It is.
That's a topic in itself at the same time too. You see what I just did there?
Yeah, I mean for me, things that have like a negative cloud around them, I kind of try to, stay away from.
Okay.
Because for me, like how, like me as just a person, like I like to lead with love, right? Like my thing is all about love, like, because in this world as people, a lot of problems as humans, I think that happen is there's a lack of love in someone, in people's life somewhere, right? So for me, I always try to lead with love and touch on topics that are more lighthearted, right? Like my thing is I'm going to inspire you to laugh or just feel good. So like I'm not scared of those topics per se, because I have opinions on them. But like for me, I just I'm not necessarily going to be talking about a war going on here and there. Like that's not going to be like my subject matter per se. But again, I feel for people, and part of that love is recognizing when BS is going on in the world. But social setting, you'll talk about whatever. Yeah.
But when you're performing as an artist, you're going to stay away from some of the sensitive topics.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah. Fair enough. I got a couple more, unless you got something there too. You did a collab you mentioned right now with fellow influencers, right? Is there a dream collab that you got, like someone that you really want to work with? And we could open up that realm because you're doing acting. So like, is there someone like a role model or whatnot?
Yeah, it's funny enough who came to mind, I guess, in terms of like the YouTube world and stuff like that. I think Drewski. Drewski be on the shits. I feel like like we would have like a pretty good like banter back and forth vibe. I respect the Wayne's family.
I was gonna say,
if we're talking about like comedy, the Wayne's family, like they
live in color up there too.
See there,
You seem like a distant relative still. Just with no, doesn't he have a little bit of that face?
Don't do that. No, come on, don't do that.
You guys are gonna pull out the facial card again.
Don't do that.
It totally does. Just the dreads though. All right, cool.
Yeah. Who else? I mean, this has no relevance, but if I could do something with Cartel, I feel like my stock gone up still. Like I'm shot real boss.
Okay. I can see it.
Yeah,
I can see it.
Yeah,
I can see it.
Yeah, okay.
I can see you.
We're gonna Gallia fest it,
Yeah, I can see you looking up at Cartels.
We're gonna Gallia fest it, but yeah, for me, collabs are again my core has always been like it's not about the numbers. It's about, are you creating something cool? If you think I'm creating something cool, let's get together and create something even greater for like the audience and the people, right? So yeah, that's just kind of how I like to flex with collabs and stuff.
Has anybody like who? Would you say you've had some type of inspiration though? Like, is there somebody that you saw doing it a while back and were like, you know what, like I like how they're doing it. Let me sort of model their pattern, or like implement some of what they have going on to what you're doing.
I mean, like I guess in the social media scene, who stands out? Like King Batch, is a person that has kind of been doing it. Okay. Shout out to Life According to Jimmy. Right, who actually I appreciate, because he's a guy that started off on YouTube kind of with the skits. He even got like a Netflix show and stuff like that, right? So Issa Rae, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Right? Issa Rae is another person who I'm like, yo, that's like she put in the work, the vision. So those people who I kind of connected with, and like I respect that. I'm striving, you know. Yeah.
Biggie, one more. You got one more?
You've obviously had
almost 420.
You've obviously had some videos that have gone like viral.
Yeah.
Any of them in particular where you're like, oh, this is gonna be it. This is it.
This is gonna be a hit.
Flop. That's a
you know,
this guy got excited for
yeah, I was like, no, exactly how I felt. The one I would say, the one I was really hoping I was somewhat kind of recent was I did this one called Toronto Raccoons, right? Where I had a concept, because I look at raccoons as like the real like gangsters of Toronto, like, you know, like these guys are out here terrorizing, man. Like no matter what block you're from, like no matter ends, everyone has a raccoon story where a raccoon pulled up on them, or just like, yo, what's wrong with these guys? Like those
dirty in some way.
Exactly. Those.
I feel like it's a skunk still.
Yeah,
both of them. All of them. But the raccoons are way more bullyish. Like.
I wouldn't even start on the geese too. Like,
that part. Yeah,
I wouldn't even start on the geese, right?
Yeah.
So I had this concept of like, what if like the raccoons were like Mandem or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So.
Was that the Smoggies? Didn't that raccoons?
Yeah, no, there's a show called The Raccoons.
The Raccoons, exactly. But I think it was like a playoff of the Smoggies.
Yeah,
them that era.
Yeah, I think the Smoggies, were they in there?
I don't. I feel like there was some type of tie.
They had different cameos, but yeah. So yeah, it was the concept like, what if like Toronto Raccoons were Mandem and took out like the Mandem from the block type personalities or whatever. So I did that video, and I had like the sequels and stuff in mind. I'm like, all right. once the people that see this, I'm like, oh, that guy, and then it just I was like, I was like, oh,
it's like a little bit.
Oh, 4,000 views. Oh, I guess that's not worth it. Type shit. So
the sequels just sat back.
Yeah. But it's actually something that as I go on with time, I actually want to turn it into a cartoon.
I'm not mad at it,
right? So and like I'm intrigued. I have a whole like vision of like this world within, you know, this animal Toronto type of culture. So you know, it's sometimes you have an idea and the people the world isn't just quite ready for it yet. So you know, that could be a thing.
So I had this conversation
right now.
So I just recently had a conversation. Like, what's the equivalent to like the Mandem calling a girl a catty? If a female's gonna say something like that's a whatever, like what's the equivalent to being called a catty?
Like for the Mandem? Like
if a girl's gonna call a man something.
Yeah, like oh.
And the closest thing homegirl gave me was a boops, and I'm like, nah, boops, that ain't it. Yeah, that ain't it. Yeah, like that's but that's the closest thing she came up with. I'm like, there has to be a word.
Nah, it'll probably be some shit like they save like our names, like, you know, food guy or something. Like, you know, the guy, you know how they're savage sometimes. You know, it'll be like, you know.
I'm trying to think of a name for the show, something you can call it.
We'll figure it out.
Damn it! I feel like I had one more thing too, and I couldn't remember what it was from earlier. You got nothing else? You're good.
I could keep going, but like I feel like we're on a time crunch. You guys are, you know.
I'm mad that I forgot what I was gonna say. So I'm kind of like,
give us one more SB.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want me to give you next one? Or let me make this one count. Okay, so for everyone else that's watching that's starting to grow their thing, right, or getting into it, how do you deal with negative comments or criticism?
Yeah, you just got to know. One thing, you got to give yourself credit for even putting yourself out there, right?
Ooh, I like that already.
Right? Because to just once you show, you know, see the perspective that you are the person that's doing it, and then all the people are on the other side of it watching you, commenting on you, just should show you that you're
doing something.
You're doing something, right? Because again, like I said, a lot of people do this, but they don't put the actions to actually build their dream or put themselves out there. So you should automatically give yourself a pat on the back for that. But also just know, especially nowadays, because I feel like the internet has kind of shifted a little bit more to this like trolling type of culture. Right. So you just got to know that, like, you could be letting a 9-year-old who just thought it would be funny to make this comment behind some like behind some like
bother you that much,
right? Bother you that much. So you just kind of just, you know, just let it fall off your shoulders, right? And kind of, you know, thicken your skin a little bit.
I think when you realize that like it's not for everybody, it's whatever, yo.
Yeah.
You'll find your community eventually, like, or they'll find you.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like 4 out of every 10 people are gonna like it.
Yeah, right. And that's fine. You're not for everybody.
2 are gonna be indifferent.
Right? You're not for everybody, and
4 aren't gonna like
that is okay.
Exactly.
That is okay.
That's all that it is, yo. But I guess on that note, we'll leave it there for this episode at least.
Yeah, thanks a lot for coming out, man.
Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys.
I mean, we'll have you back for a part 2 because I feel like I still have way more questions, yo. But it's almost 4:20, so you know what that is already. Yeah, exactly, yo.
See that
you banging it a little bit, son? Like,
I mean,
yeah,
double and double, you know.
Yeah,
Love that life.
Yeah, man, might have a little thing for you still. We'll see. But yeah, thank you for joining us. Anybody who's been watching and or listening, everybody in Netherlands, Belgium, South Africa. What else did I see the other day, yo?
Colombia still up there.
Colombia. There's Ghana. Big up everybody in Ghana, yo.
Dirty December, we're coming.
All the listeners. Shout out. Our Ivory Coast on your stream. Big up everybody who's listening and or watching, yo. Be sure to hit us in the comments, yo. Don't link me on the ones. Don't link him on the ones either. Plug your thing one more time too, yo.
Yes, Senior Gunboy on all platforms. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe, and share.
Go get the game, Spicy. Visit that website.
See there, sgbnetwork.com.
That part.
Yes.
And until next week, yo, when you see me, say what's up. When you see him, say what's up. And when you see any one of us, say what's up. Be kind to your elders and always remember that perspective is your only superpower. And until next week, this was another episode of Speak Your Perspective.